Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Rivière-des-Montagnes, a Quebec themed city, and make sure to hit the like button. The like button helps the channel a lot. Got a lot on the plate today, and I'm going to try to keep it at a shorter time this episode. The last 6 or 7 episodes have been over half an hour. We're going to try to keep this one down to 25-ish. So I'm sure you already know what the time is by looking at the time of the video. So hilarious, so I don't actually manage to do that, but I'm going to try to. And what are we going to do in today's episode? Well, last episode we bought a new tile. We also expanded some of the roads out this way. We're going to expand the downtown ever so slightly with a off-campus shoot of the university, and maybe even some work down the waterfront, which I'm going to keep secret in case I don't actually manage to do it, but I think it's going to be really cool, and I think it'll actually be the title of the video if we actually end up doing that. So here's the university. You can kind of see the campus laid out. It's pretty nice. However, we've run out of space. As with every campus build, you always think you have enough space, but you never do. And we're trying to get to level 5. We're almost there with students as well, which is really happy. I'm really happy to see that. That'll definitely go up as the city grows, especially since we don't have a second university. But we definitely need to get the attractiveness up, which is something that we were limited to due to the terrain and tile restrictions that we've put ourselves under, but we knew that going in, which is why getting this tile, if you saw the last episode, we're discussing about which tiles to get next. This tile will definitely finish off the university, and even if we do get to level 5, I'll still add to the university to make it look a bit nicer. And then I want to get like a nature reserve back in here, like hiking trails and stuff, kind of like with Mont Royal in Montreal, hence the name. Anyway, so this episode I want to build a bit of a sub-campus here, right here, not too hard, and then we'll get onto some other stuff as well. However, I do want to show you something with this. So we have 2 full items here. Now this is pretty simple to do. Just you do that and garbage trucks will come and it will empty it. However, when you have a cemetery that is full, especially in the vanilla game, it's pretty challenging because you need to build like a campus of cemeteries to hold everyone, which is sad and unfortunate. However, if you move it, I'll show you a bit of a trick. So if you click the building, now what I like to do before I do this though is to click another building first and then that one to make sure that you don't have anything pre-selected, because that can cause some issues. And then you just pause the game, click the delete button here, and I'm actually just going to remove these trees really quickly. There we go. We'll delete those trees. And then you go and you can reinsert it, especially if you have anarchy as well. And that way you don't have to keep making new cemeteries. And it's really useful. Anyways, little trick. It's a bit of a cheat, but I think it's fun to use. Well, it's not fun, but you know what I mean. Anyways, okay, so let's look at what we're going to do with this off-campus shoot at the university. Well, here's the university. I think it'd be pretty easy for students in the university to come over here, especially since we have subway stops over this way. One right here and one right here. I think it'd be really easy to get the offshoot campus right here. The hill isn't that bad, and we're going to move this. Let's just move it right here for now. We'll deal with it at a later date. Anyways, I want to get a varsity sports building in. I think this is a good spot for one. It's relatively flat if we look at the terrain. And I did smooth this out from last episode. And I think just that intersection right here would look really good, especially since we're starting to transition from high density to lower density. Anyway, so let's look at some of the options. So I was thinking, it wouldn't be sick to have a baseball diamond right here. We'll offset it, hidden to the hill. But we did a baseball diamond as a main aspect of the last city, and I think the basketball arena would be pretty cool. we already have a hockey rink, which is located over here. So maybe this is a dual purpose rink, and perhaps even it's a hockey rink itself. But we have that option. We have the aquatic center as well, which is a bit smaller. But I do really like the baseball diamond. I'm thinking we might add the baseball diamond in as a separate item somewhere else. Because we do have baseball fields everywhere in the city. But I just think the arena is a bit of a different vibe that I think this city kind of would go for. Perhaps we were saying that before that perhaps with this hockey rink, perhaps this is the Quebec Major Junior League team for the city, which is like the junior league for Quebec when it comes to hockey. It's really cool. It's a great building. So perhaps this is double acts as the university's sports building, and maybe even a professional hockey team. So I think if we build it right in the corner, I think it's fine. Usually I'm a bit worried about doing that because of the traffic that it causes. But if anything, we would just recess it this way ever so slightly. So yeah, why don't we do that just to be sure. First of all, we're just to make sure that the traffic isn't going to be too crazy. You know, it's just preemptive measure. I'm going to make that road an extra long lane, and then over here as well, we're going to just grow these roads around it, because I don't want it to just get clogged up if anything does happen. I think that would be fine. All right, so then we're going to recess it back with a simple line or road with trees. I think that's going to give it a nice little look. And we're just going to do that. Actually, I'm going to take it back another step. Oh, did I not do it? Oops. All right, go there, then over like that. And then I actually think on this side, we're going to upgrade it like so. All right, and then we're going to move it here, select all the nodes, and I want it at the same height as that. Perfect. And then we're going to go with the building here. Actually, quickly first, I'm going to extend the campus out this way, because we want to make sure that this building counts as a campus building and not as a city building. All right, and then we're going to look at making sure the district here. Oh. Yeah, this is Centreville. Okay, sorry, I'm a bit confused. We're going to make this the limit of Centreville here. All right, and then Brook District, we're going to make all of this, since we're doing districts. We'll look at getting another thing over here eventually, but this is just going to help us out a bit. All right, so now that we have that in place, let's get the basketball arena in. It says basketball arena. In this theme we're going for, this is sports arena. Yeah, very cool. Very nice looking building. And we are definitely going to need some parking. So I know we just built this here, but there is some parking. But if we take this, oh, holy cow, there's already people going to it. If we take this road here, and I think if we draw it out this way, I don't think it'll be an issue. Nice, it's not an issue. We're going to draw it out right to here. And we're going to have to select all these nodes we just made. Let's say same height. We're also going to grab the building and say same height. Okay, something's going on right here. It's not letting me do anything. There we go. Keep building. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna get crazy. So luckily we have subway stops right over here. We can also get another subway stop over on this side, perhaps. Yeah, it's not too far to do. I'm also going to grab this node, hold Alt down, and we're going to say you can walk across over here. And the reason why I chose the tree-lined road is because I don't want cars to park on this side. The reason why we built this over on this side is because I want cars to be able to come over here to park. And just to help with the efficiency of the traffic, we are going to take... I used the wrong one before. I like using the one inside this panel. But we're going to draw in our own here. And same thing, we're going to just flip this around. And back over here. Straight connection. I grab all these nodes that we just made. And we're going to say same height as that one, which is the same height as the others. So this is the only slope. Awesome. We're just going to smooth out the terrain here a bit. Give us a bit of leeway. We also need some water as well. We have a sports arena that doubles as a hockey rink and everything else. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad people are walking. Where are they going? Crossing the street, into the park. Well, they're going everywhere, which is good. At least they're liking the walkability of the city. There's this group of people that are going over here. I guess they're getting to the subway stations. Nice. Okay, so the subway stations are working, and it's great to see, especially if we're going to add in another one, which I guess we should look at doing right now then, since we're talking about it. So here it is. We'll add the other one in right here. So a bit of a preemptive build for that, but I think it'll be useful. All right, so I'm just going to grab this. Nice, and then we're going to drag the stop over here. We're going to add stops right there. Awesome. Let's take a quick peek at these vehicles. So this line is pretty good, it seems. And then let's go to the other one. Yeah, they're good. Okay, wow. Well, they're gonna have some surges, so hopefully everything can deal with that. But anyways, with that in play, we do have some option here to play with to build our own little park as well, but I'm going to leave that for now. This needs to be lowered ever so slightly. All right, so that's the start at least, but we do need one last item over here, which is going to be fairly important. We are going to need parking garages. So if we're assuming that this is going to be a larger, oh, not the wrong section here, a bit of a larger stadium or rink, I think getting some of these in would be useful. So parking garages are definitely helpful. Let's see if we can pull this one up. We do already kind of have this one pretty close by, but I think this is a cool looking parking garage. I don't know if this is the right option for this space. I mean, we can put it right here. Yeah, because I don't really want to waste too much space with like a wide open parking lot, but I think that would be useful still to have. So why don't we look at flattening this land out a bit? Oh, it is pretty flat. And we'll just look at getting in a smaller section here. I'm gonna try to clean this corner up a bit. So it looks like I'm gonna actually need to choose this building here and lower it. Hopefully that fixes things. All right, that's a bit better. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to bring this road that we were just building from before out to about here. And then we're just going to pop this over to, why not here? That works. Then over this way, we're going to use these parking lot roads here. And we're just going to draw a parking lot from there to there. I'm going to use move it. Just going to reposition this to the area that I want it to be. And also at the height we want it to be. All right, so oops. Just gonna hold Alt down while I'm doing this. Actually, it didn't really work. All right, so it looks like we do need to readjust the height of this parking lot. We haven't really done much of these before. There we go. So we're just going to need to pull this over a bit. Sorry, we haven't done much of these in this series, at least. This is actually going to be a different road. Yeah, that works. All right, let's go with selecting all these nodes here and putting them to the same height. Perfect. So now we have a bit of a parking space here. So this is kind of like the bleed over, I guess. And holy cow, the time. Let's detail it ever so quickly. Start on this side. I remember why we didn't like doing this on this map. Because of the snow issue. It's also harder to line up as well. That's okay. Let's go down to here. Say it's just got a fresh snowfall, right? So we'll get some electric vehicle parking. So at least if you're watching this, curious about these kind of assets, at least now you know what they look like in the snow. So you can, if you're not building a snow map, you can know how I would normally lay this out. So, you know, just get some this parking, and unfortunately we're just going to have to pretend that this is normal parking. Alright, so these cars are gonna go park in snow. A bit silly, but let's just look at finishing this off a bit more. All right. And then we'll look at adding in some university buildings. So we didn't get to as much as everything that I was hoping to this episode, so that's a bit unfortunate, but we did get a lot in as well, and that is always good, right? Get a bit of a pathway connection right here. we are going to need to change this path. There we go. And then just fill in the space. And we'll go with this one. Didn't like that. I'm actually going to go with this one, and we'll turn off guidelines here because I want to be a bit picky with how this is going to connect. Perfect. And we will come back and detail this, or perhaps I will just detail it on my own before the next episode. But let's get this fixed up. This one as well. Let's get yields over here. Oops. And we'll get these ones to go through. Dedicated turning lanes. All right. So we have that in place. Let's look at getting in some university buildings as well. Why don't we take a quick peek over here at seeing how much that basketball arena added to our attractiveness. So it almost added it by 100, which is pretty significant. I think we should probably look at lowering these ever so slightly. Yeah, that works. All right, so what type of buildings should be over here? Well, I think we're just going to add in a couple items to kind of make it like its own little off-campus kind of area. So I think these labs might be good. Pretty loud, actually, with the... I don't know. It's an arena, right? Yeah, so let's go with these labs. Place this right here. Yep, that's exactly how I wanted it. Okay, that should fix it. Unfortunately, looks like we're gonna need to do a bit of adjustments to make it a bit cleaner. So why don't we move it over this way a bit, and we'll smooth out the terrain here. Yeah, like I've said before, we're definitely going to need to readjust everything with the university at a later date, because just things have such large hitboxes that it just doesn't look good until we're done. So we're gonna need to come back and detail the university altogether. But anyways, I just really want to make sure that we have parking for both the basketball arena and then as well as the things we're going to put out this way. So I think maybe a dorm out this way could be good. So why don't we put that right here, and we'll look at lowering it to the same height as the lab building. Now, see, the one thing I do really love about these buildings is with their hitboxes is that you can do this, and it looks like it's almost the same building. So things are a bit different, but it changes the look. And I mean, at least the university that I went to, dorms were connected to labs and stuff like that, so it's a pretty cool idea. Let's try to just line it up perfectly. So those ones are together. Yep, pretty cool looking. All right, so we got dorm and a lab in over here. Let's see what else we can kind of add in. So we got a study hall. That could be good. I think the auditorium is something that I should add in. Where is it? Auditorium. Oh, holy cow, we're gonna need to do this for every single building, aren't we? Down to that height. Yep, that works. And then right here, I think would be a good spot to get Jeez, this is so funny. Alright, down to that height. Are you not? There we go. Okay. And then we can look at getting in some other things as well. So we have a dorm, the lab. I think we'll be able to squeeze a path back there to connect up to these paths. And we're gonna need to move this over. Yeah, that's good. And then I just wanted, the reason why I wanted to do that is because I think we should get, holy cow, the time. See, I'm trying to stay aware of the time. It's just, there's so much to do, right? Let's get this road right to there. Okay, move it, grab that. Same height as the building. Okay, now we can get a couple more buildings over here. So I'm thinking we get the cafeteria. I think the gym might be nice, actually. The gym and a dorm, maybe? Let's quickly look at this. Yeah, so we still need to work on the attractiveness. Okay, so a gym and a dorm it is. And then we will select both of these. Okay, and this one is just going to scooch over. Same with this one. I want to make sure I leave enough space so people can theoretically walk between them. And then right here, we will just extend this out. All right, so we've built a bit of an off-campus shoot here. I should probably make sure that this is all in the same campus area. Yep, it is. Oh, look at that. We almost hit it perfectly. Oh, jumped over here. So we're almost there. We just need 100 more. Oh, darn. I'm going to break my promise to you, aren't I? All right, so we have an elementary school here, which is a bit funny, but I think it still kind of works with the theme of perhaps this was the original university and then they had to buy this campus because they expanded so far. Why don't we look at getting a couple of these statues and stuff in? I think this would be a good spot for one. So why don't we, whoa, undo that, grab that, we'll level out this area right here. And we'll look at detailing just a couple buildings over this way. So we'll get the fountain right here. And then we already have a library in the lab building. So why don't we, the auditorium doesn't go the way I like it. The bookstore looks kind of cool over here. We already have a bookstore right there, but I think the building itself looks pretty nice. Perhaps we should switch these. Yeah, this is a better idea. Do that, and then the bookstore. Okay, so just need to do a bit of readjustment here. Nice, and then this, we'll just need a pathway behind here and then we'll finish. So yeah, I broke my promise to you guys. Sorry about that. We'll do that. And we'll connect in just like this. And we'll use move it. Now, I'm not sure if people can actually walk through here, so why don't we just pretend that they can. We'll just kind of end it like that. And then this tree, though, I don't know if it's a part of the building or not, but it's annoying me. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then we'll just need to get these to be the same height. Yep, that's good. Same thing. So again, we'll just have to pretend that they can go that way. Alright, so hopefully that got us to the next level. If not, we'll just have to finish it off tomorrow. Oh, geez, okay, we're so close. So why don't we just add in one last little thing. Let's find University statue. Okay, and then we'll just tweak this by raising it up. Awesome. Okay, and then we'll just smooth out the terrain here and we'll call it quits. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support on the channel, and hit the like button. Sorry I couldn't keep it under half an hour, but you know, you gotta complete the build when you start, right? So hope you liked the video, everyone, and I'll catch you next time. Find a nice little angle with the sun. I think this will have to do. Peace out.